Hello everybody, this is Tucker Miller here again, and tonight, like I said, for my next movie review, I'm gonna be reviewing on Sleeping Beauty. Came out in 1959. So anyways, let's get to the plot. Now again, do I really need to explain the plot of Sleeping Beauty? No. But, however, because like I said with stuff like Snow White, Pinocchio, and Cinderella, this is also based on a fairy tale. So I don't see why I would explain the plot of Sleeping Beauty. But to those who haven't seen it, or have surprisingly not even heard of the actual story of Sleeping Beauty, I'll tell you. So anyways, let's get to the plot. So, plot of this movie is we got this whole kingdom. The whole kingdom was celebrating the birth of the Princess Aurora. So, yeah, everyone was happy, but except for one evil person named Maleficent. Maleficent was upset because she wasn't invited. So Maleficent decided to put a curse to Aurora and tells the whole kingdom before the sun sets on Aurora's 16th birthday, she shall prick her finger on the spindle and yeah. And then these these fairies called the three good fairies. So we got Flora, who was voiced by Verma Velton, Fauna, and Merryweather, who was voiced by Barbara Rennie. So the three good fairies decided to take care of Aurora for 16 years. So yeah, and then on Aurora's 16th birthday, she met this prince named Prince Philip, and they fell in love, and then on the sunset of her 16th, on the sunset, she saw the spindle and she pricked her finger and she fell in and she got into deep sleep. But in order to wake her up, Prince Philip has to take down Maleficent, and to wake up Aurora, he has to give Aurora true love's first kiss. So yeah, and that's basically what the plot of Cinderella. I mean, no, not Cinderella. Sleeping Beauty. I'm sorry. Wait, so that's basically what the plot of Sleeping Beauty is. Now, what can I say about Sleeping Beauty? A great classic. That's right, Sleeping Beauty. It is a phenomenal classic. It is beautifully done. Great characters, a great story, great music, everything. Everything about this movie is so wonderful. I just miss the days when Disney does these hand-drawn animated films. So, yeah. And Sleeping Beauty is no exception. I really enjoyed Sleeping Beauty a lot. And this is one of two of my mom's favorite Disney movies. This might be her favorite Disney movie. Either that or the 1973 Disney animated film Robin Hood. But I know for a fact that this is my mom's favorite Disney princess film. My mom loves this movie. It is one of her favorite Disney movies. Or it could be her favorite. Like I said, either that or Robin Hood. I'll review on Robin Hood at some point, but here I am reviewing on Sleeping Beauty. So, yeah. My mom loves this movie. Yeah, this is definitely one of my mom's favorite Disney movies of all time. So, yeah. Yeah, and I can agree with her. It is a great classic. A great classic from 1959. So, yeah. Yes, Sleeping Beauty has great characters, great animation, a great story. Well, of course, Sleeping Beauty is based on a fairy tale. Just like Snow White, Pinocchio, and Cinderella. And yeah, I really enjoy Sleeping Beauty. It is one of my favorite one of my favorite older Disney films. Like all the old classic Disney films. This is one of my personal favorites. That, Lady and the Tramp, and so many others. I love all the older Disney films from the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and I guess 80s. But I know for sure 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s. I just miss when Disney. I just love all the old Disney classics, like from Snow White to Jungle Book, like Snow White, Pinocchio, Cinderella, Peter Pan, Lady and the Tramp, and the Jungle Book, and etc. And if I didn't mention this film, Sleeping Beauty. So yeah. I really enjoy Sleeping Beauty. And like I said before, this is one of my mom's favorite Disney movies. Or it could be her favorite, but I know for sure it's her favorite Disney princess film. So yeah, this is actually the third Disney princess film, which the first Disney princess film was from 1937, which that of course is Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, and not only Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs is the first Disney princess film, is also the first Disney full-length animated feature, and the second Disney princess film ever made was from 1950, and that is Cinderella. Now, I already reviewed on Snow White and Cinderella, and now I'm reviewing on the third Disney princess film, and that is Sleeping Beauty. So yeah, I really enjoy Sleeping Beauty. My whole family really does enjoy my family enjoyed Sleeping Beauty. Everyone I know really does enjoy this film, including my mom. My mom loves this movie. So yeah. Yeah, so anyways, now let's talk about the characters. Princess Aurora or Sleeping Beauty, whatever you want to call her, doesn't matter. Aurora, she's a great and sweet and kind character, and I will definitely have to say Mary Costa did a great job voicing her. And I believe Aurora only has 18 spoken dialogue, from what I understand. I think she only has 18 dialogues. She didn't talk much. She only has like 18 sayings, I think. But yeah, I'll have to look it up again to make sure, but I could be wrong though. But yeah, Mary Costa did a great job voicing Princess Aurora or Sleeping Beauty. Like I said, it doesn't matter what you call her. So yeah. And Prince Philip, he's an awesome character. I like Prince Philip. And the three good fairies, Fauna, Florida. This is Florida. She's a great character, a great in kind character, and I would definitely have to say Vilma Velton did a great job voicing her. And yeah, Vilma Velton voices this character, voices Florida in this Florida in this movie. And Vilma Velton, like I said, Vilma Velton also voiced so many other Disney characters back then, like Mrs. Jumbo from Dumbo, the fairy godmother from Cinderella, the Queen of Hearts from Alice in Wonderland, and Aunt Sarah from Lady and the Tramp. So, yeah. So yeah, Vilma Velton did a great job voicing Florida. And then Fauna, she's a kind, sweet and kind character. And Merryweather, she's a great character, and I would definitely have to say Barbara Rennie did a great job voicing her. And I believe this is Barbara Rennie's second Disney character she voiced, because I believe her first Disney character that she voiced was Lady from Lady and the Tramp. So, yeah. Yep. And I will say the line. I'll talk about some scenes about it later on, but yeah. And then Maleficent, she is an iconic villain. I gotta say, Maleficent is so iconic, and she is a great villain. And I have to say, and I have to say, Eleanor. I forgot her last name, but I know her first name was Eleanor. Did a great job voicing the character. And fun fact, Maleficent's voice actress was also the same voice actress who voiced Lady Tremaine, the wicked stepmother from Cinderella. So, yeah, she voiced two Disney villains, Lady Tremaine from Cinderella, and she would voice later on, and then 9 years later, she would voice Maleficent from Sleeping Beauty. So, yeah. Maleficent, she's one of the greatest Disney villains of all time. Along with the Queen of Hearts and the evil queen, the Queen of Lady Tremaine, the Queen of Hearts, and Captain Hook. So, yeah. Yeah, Maleficent, she is an iconic villain. And seeing her as a dragon is very cool to see her as a dragon. So, yeah. And then King Stefan, who is Aurora's father, he's a great character, and I'll have to say Bill Thomason, I believe that's how I pronounce his last name, did a great job voicing him. And yep, the same actor who voiced the White Rabbit in Alice in Wonderland, Mr. Snape from Peter Pan, and Jock and Joe from Lady and the Tramp. So, yeah. Yeah, and Aurora's mother, the Queen's name was not mentioned, but I decided to look it up, and turns out the Queen was named Queen Leah, and I would say she's a pretty great character, although we don't see her in the film that much. But yeah, Queen Leah. So yeah. And then we also got Prince Philip's horse. He's a great character. And now Prince Philip's father, King Herbert, he's a great character. Oh wait, no. Actually, King Stefan, Bill Thomason did not voice King Stefan. I was wrong. I apologize. King Herbert. Bill Thomason actually voiced King Herbert. I apologize for that. But yeah, like I said, Bill Thomason voiced the White Rabbit from Alice in Wonderland, Mr. Sneak from Peter Pan, Jock and Joe from Lady and the Tramp, and he actually voiced King Herbert from Sleeping Beauty, not King Stephen. I apologize for that. So yeah. Yeah, my bad. I apologize for that mistake, but yeah. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that's what he voiced. I'll look it up again to make sure, but yeah. But anyways, now those are the characters I could think of on top of my head, but now let's talk about the songs. Oh, the songs are so beautiful. All the songs in this movie is very beautiful. Like the song where the fairies were storing the gift on Aurora when she was a baby. That was so beautiful. And I Wonder was beautiful, and I have to say Mary Costa did a great job singing I Wonder. And I believe she used, and Mary Costa is actually a retired actress and opera singer. And I believe Mary Costa used her opera voice. So, yeah, which makes it even more beautiful. And of course, the song, we cannot forget the song Once Upon a Dream. That was a beautiful love song. That song was so lovely. And easily the best song from... And Once Upon a Dream is easily the best song from Sleeping Beauty. So, yeah. I love the song Once Upon a Dream. It is so beautiful and lovely. And the song Sleeping Beauty, well, not to be confused with the film title, the song Sleeping Beauty. You know, the scene where Fauna, Florida, and Merryweather put the whole kingdom to sleep until Aurora wakes up from True Love's first kiss. So, yeah. That was a very beautiful song, too. And, yeah. All the songs in this movie are very, very, very beautiful, I gotta say. So, yeah. Yeah, and then... So, those are all the songs. Now let's talk about a couple of scenes. Of course, the scene Once Upon a Dream, and... That was a beautiful scene, and of course the scene... And was another scene I could talk about? Oh, the scene where Prince Philip kisses Aurora to wake her up. That was a great scene. And a great happy ending. And then... another scene I could talk about is where Florida and Merryweather were fighting what color should Aurora's dress be. Like, you know, make it pink. Make it blue. Make it pink. Make it blue. That was funny. You know, at the very end when Prince Philip and Aurora were dancing scene, you know, they did the same, and Aurora's dress would change to blue to pink and all over again. Then yeah, that was just funny. And then, yeah, those are the scenes I could think of. Those are the scenes I could think of on top of my head. So, yeah, Sleeping Beauty. Great classic. And also, there's technically... I would say there is technically a live-action remake from 2014. And that is... Well, it's not based on Aurora. It's not titled Sleeping Beauty. It is focused on the film's villain, Maleficent. Which, I actually really liked Maleficent. The 2014 film, which is kind of the live-action remake to this film, but I really enjoyed Maleficent. I haven't seen the sequel that came out in 2019, but I really liked the 2014 Maleficent film. So, yeah. Yeah, so anyways, so yeah, But Maleficent is not as good as this film, that's for sure. So yeah. But anyways, honestly, yeah, Sleeping Beauty, great classic from 1959, and is definitely a great true Disney classic. So yeah, I really love this. I love this film. So yeah. But anyways, that's all I can say about Sleeping Beauty. So anyways, I'm gonna give Sleeping Beauty a 10 out of 10. There are absolutely no flaws with this film whatsoever. So, yeah. But anyways, that is it for my movie review on Sleeping Beauty. And stay tuned for my next movie review, which will be on 101 Dalmatians. But until then, see you in the next video. Bye.